I'm not a part of any other team, but I think that's what makes this team special is just an unselfish nature. You see it with our quarterback rotation and our running backs rotation, and that same type of unselfishness carries through to every position on this field.
Dave, at what point did you really start to think like you guys could win the division?
That's a great question. I mean, we've always known that we had the potential to do that, I've honestly have just been trying to win each week, and then so this week was really when I was like, dang, we really can do that because we went this week, and we've got the Coastal, and so I'd say this week. That's what's special. This team has a singular priority and focuses on the task at hand, and I think that everybody realized the task at hand this week was to win the Coastal and to keep the bell in Durham and to get our 10th win, and so that's what it took.
Did you at any point this week kind of imagine how the game would go or what it would feel like if you guys won?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Definitely, pictured myself ringing the bell afterwards and celebrating with my teammates, but at the same time, you knew that we were very capable, or that we had a good chance of losing the game. This is a very talented team, and we knew they prepared well. Anytime you got a rivalry, things can go either way, and so we knew that we were prepared for it to go into the fourth quarter, and it did, and our playmakers made plays when they had to.
So what are you thinking when it's like 2 minutes and change and you're up by 2 and you guys need to stop?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a great feeling for somebody that's standing on the sidelines, but I had faith in the defense, and they played so well. The defense has been able to overcome adversity, and to see the young freshmen out there at defensive back making huge plays and coming up really with the game-deciding play is just awesome to see.
I think I've asked Ross this 5 weeks in a row, and maybe you a couple times too. But was there a point where realistically you started to think, wait, we could actually do this?
I think Laura just asked me the same question, and I think this team has been so focused on one game at a time. We realized that we were a special team early in the season, really when we bounced back from those 2 tough losses at home early on, and then just the way this team responded, really spoke to how well, how special this team was, and so we knew we were capable of great things. And this is, nobody. I guess I expected it, earlier this week when we had that on the schedule.
If I had told you after last year's win over North Carolina and everything that went with that, that this year you guys would have a chance to beat them with even more on the line, would you have believed that at that point?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I've believed in this team. That's the thing. Everybody here believes in one another, in this coaching staff, in the support staff, and in our preparation. And so if you had told me that last year, absolutely. Last year's game was great for what we were trying to do, and we weren't satisfied with just getting the 6 wins, and obviously we've been able to capitalize on our opportunities and our hard work.
So what's so different about this year's team?
It's real. We don't have to pinch you. It's real.
No, I know it's real. I mean, there will be times where it's going to take time to sink in. Right now, I'm kind of on cloud 13, and so it's kind of surreal in a way. But at the same time, we knew we could win this game, and I fully expected to. So no pinching necessary.
So is Coach Cutcliffe like Obi-Wan Kenobi? You are going to win the ACC Coastal.
He's a very wise man. I guess, you could definitely compare him to some kind of Jedi master. And he's a great coach and a great motivator, and I wouldn't want to play for anyone else.
So what is so different about this year's team versus last year's team?
I think it's the unselfishness of each person on the field, and the work ethic that each person brings on a day-to-day, snap-by-snap basis. And the unselfishness, really, you can see that in our quarterback rotation and our running back rotation, and that bleeds through and it holds true in every single position group throughout our team.
We heard before the preseason that the freshmen were pretty athletic, them becoming freshmen. At what point did you guys realize just what they had and that they could be big time contributors.
I mean, when our defense has been making huge plays in the fourth quarter and all games long, from the very start of the season, we took notice. And then obviously Divine's big come out day against NC State was like, oh man, this guy's for real, and so is everybody else. So we've had complete confidence in them. Ross Cockrell has done a phenomenal job of preparing them to compete at a championship level.
Very cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Those teams